What did you do? Nothing.
When Kung Fu Panda first came out, Tai Lung was nothing more than a generic, terrifying villain to most of us. But over the years, something fascinating happened. As the kids who watched that movie grew up, Tai Lung went from a basic villain to a character deeply beloved by so many people. So, what changed? Why does a character we barely cared about as children suddenly hit so close to home once we reach adulthood? Major spoilers ahead for Kung Fu Panda and Avatar, The Last Airbender. To understand why this shift happens, we have to look at how human psychology changes as we age. When you're 10 years old, your brain evaluates movies using simple moral binary. Good guys do good things, bad guys do bad things. You watch Tai Lung crush 1,000 guards at Chorgam prison, and your brain says, he's violent, he's terrifying, he's the villain. You don't ask why he's angry, you just want Po to beat him up. But as an adult, your brain develops what psychologists call an advanced theory of mind. You stop looking only at a person's actions, and you start looking at their intentions, their trauma, and their motivations. When an adult rewatches that prison scene, you don't see a monster escaping to destroy China. You see a broken child who spent 20 years pinned to a cold stone floor, driven by one single psychological desperate need, to ask his father why he abandoned him. That's the first reason we sympathize with him. Adults see the pain behind the monster. Children only see the monster. The second reason Tai Lung resonates with adults is a psychological trigger called perceived injustice. As children, we are taught a comforting lie. If you work hard, follow the rules, and sacrifice, you will be rewarded. Tai Lung was raised on this exact lie. Shifu found him as an orphan, gave him a home, and trained him from sunrise to sunset. Tai Lung gave up his childhood, broke his bones, and molded his entire existence around one goal, becoming the dragon warrior to make Shifu proud. He played by every single rule, and then comes the devastating moment. Master Oogway looks at him and simply says, no. No explanation, no second chance. And even worse, Shifu stays completely silent. As a kid, you think, well, Oogway saw darkness in him, so it makes sense. But as an adult who has worked 80-hour weeks, dedicated years to a company or a relationship, only to be passed over for someone else, Tai Lung's rage feels painfully real. He didn't turn evil out of nowhere. He exploded because he experienced the ultimate adult betrayal, doing everything right and still getting handed a loss. This brings us to the third and most painful psychological reason we sympathize with Tai Lung as adults: conditional love. Shifu didn't just teach Tai Lung Kung Fu, he built his entire self-worth on achievement. I filled his head with dreams. I praised him. I made him think he was destined for greatness. Shifu built a relationship where Tai Lung believed he was only worthy of love if he became the Dragon Warrior. When Tai Lung finally confronts Shifu in the burning Jade Palace, he doesn't ask for money or power. He pins Shifu to the floor and screams, "Tell me how proud you are, Shifu! Tell me! Tell me!" This scene crushes adult viewers because so many of us grew up in environments where praise was only given when we won awards, got top grades, or succeeded. Tai Lung represents the tragedy of burnout, a young man who broke himself trying to earn a father's love, only to realize that love was conditional all along. To see how universal this psychological pattern is, look at Prince Zuko from Avatar, The Last Airbender. Zuko and Tai Lung are two sides of the exact same coin. Think about Zuko in Season 1. He is furious, obsessive, and hunting a 12-year-old child across the globe. As kids watching the show, we thought Zuko was just a mean bad guy. But as adults, we see the exact same three psychological drivers at play. Theory of mind. We realize Zuko doesn't hate the Avatar. He's a traumatized 16-year-old boy trying to go home. Perceived injustice. Zuko spoke up in a war room to save innocent lives, and his reward was having his face burned by his own father and getting banished. He played by the moral rules and was punished for it. Conditional love. Zuko believed capturing the Avatar was the only way Fire Lord Ozai would love him. Just like Tai Lung believed the Dragon Scroll was the only way Shifu would love him. Both characters were trapped in the same psychological cage, destroying themselves to earn approval from a toxic father figure. This leads to the ultimate question. If Zuko and Tai Lung share the exact same trauma, why did Zuko get a redemption story while Tai Lung ended up a tragic villain? The answer comes down to one single difference: Uncle Iroh. When Master Oogway rejected Tai Lung, Shifu stood there in complete silence. He didn't defend Tai Lung, and he didn't offer comfort. In that silence, Tai Lung felt completely abandoned, which pushed him into pure darkness. When Fire Lord Ozai scarred and banished Zuko, Uncle Iroh packed his bags and went into exile with him. When Zuko failed, Iroh didn't withhold affection. He poured tea, gave unconditional love, and showed Zuko that his worth as a human didn't depend on capturing the Avatar. Tai Lung is what Prince Zuko would have become if Uncle Iroh had never been on that boat. Tai Lung is the tragic reminder of what happens when a broken child has nobody in their corner. Growing up doesn't mean we support Tai Lung's violence. It means we finally understand his pain. We realize that behind the monster was just a boy asking for the love he was promised. Which character did you hate as a kid, but completely resonated with once you grew up? Drop your answer in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this psychological breakdown, hit that subscribe button for more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.